So hello traders, welcome back to another episode of the How We Made, How We Lost. In the last episode, I shared with you updates on my Nova live account. So I'm going to share with you updates still on my prop farm journey. I think we've made it a culture to sort of be transparent with what you're doing, especially on the prop scene. We do believe that it's very important, encouraging, and people tend to learn something from what we're doing on prop farms. So today I'm going to take you through what I'm currently working on prop farms. I still have the Nova account. I'm going to share with you updates on that. Actually got a second payout for November. I'm going also to take you through the challenges that I'm doing. So I have about $500,000 in challenges, so at different levels. So some accounts are just beginning, others are already in phase 1 and in profit. So I'll take you through that, then I'll take you through the trades that I'm taking. Currently in the markets, I don't have any positions. So I'm shooting this on Monday, a very volatile week. We have Feds, we have ECB, we have Bank of England, we have inflation, so that's quite a lot. If you think about that packaged into just 1 week, I think there's a lot of uncertainty in the market, a lot of undirectionalist moves in the market. Luckily though, my system tends to generate setups, 1 to 2 setups a month. So this week I've not seen very good setups in line with my system. So I might end up not trading. However, there's one I'm really stalking. I don't really love the idea, but I've learned over my trading career that you don't take what you love or do what you love or hate. You just tend to stick to a process. And if the setup aligns with everything that I'm looking for, probably I'll take it as much as I don't like it. So So I'm going to first of all look at the Nova account start details. So here's the account. This is the second version of the account. On this one I did quite well. In fact, I had a very good hit rate, but I didn't have many trades. I was sort of in a winning streak, and I capitalized on that to try and press as much as I could. Made about $10,000, $9,300 to be precise. Lost about $2,500 towards the end of the payout period. But anyway, in total, you can see I never breached any rule. As usual, I like going through the rules of the prop firm. So the daily loss was at 4%. I passed on that one, passed on the loss. Target, you can see the highest I got was about 5.06, which is about north of $10,000 on a 200K account. Closed profits was about 9,300. The current profit that I exited with was about 3.5, so I lost about 1.5. Number of days past all this. So what most people are actually interested in is the number of trades I took were only 7 for the month of November. I had 5 positive days, 3 negative days. I had a hit rate of about 70%. So the beauty of under trading is you significantly improve on your hit rate. I think I've been working on my selectivity of trades for a very long time. I think even on the podcast, majority of people always, when they meet me, they always ask me why I normally emphasize the value of selectivity. And for me, it's always a question of avoiding drawdowns and being consistent. If you want to make money month in, month out, week in, week out, you really have to be good at knowing when to trade and when not to trade. And I think that's something that most people don't spend time looking at. So the trades that I took, you can see I had 1 GBP USD buy, which gave me about $5,300. I had one USD card sell, which gave me about $171. Buy at gold, $180. I had a sell on USD card, which gave me about $3,000. A buy on gold, which gave me about $839. This trade would have given me so much money, the gold. I think I would have made about $5,000-$6,000 again on that one. However, I was not patient enough to wait for it to run. I normally hold during the weekend, but when I'm trading props, I'm very skeptical around holding, especially due to gap risks and slippage increasing over the weekend, such things. So I exited this trade. The market rallied all the way to about 2100. I was looking for about 2050. So this was a very beautiful move, which I ended up missing out on. I was planning to re-execute it on Monday, but when markets opened on Monday, we just had a straight rally to significant highs before markets started selling off. Then I had two positions. This GBP USD position was executed for fun. So this one which I lost 670 was actually a trade which is not in my system, but I took it. I took this one to ensure that I got to the minimum number of days. Unfortunately, it went really badly. I never expected that big of a move. You can see it's only 20 pips and I lost about $600. Then I had one buy for pound, which was a very good trade, but ended up losing. So all in all, not a bad month. Still a lot of things to work on, I think, to improve your performance. You never get to a point where you're comfortable in trading. It's always about working. So the key lessons that I gathered from these trades were, one, be very careful about some of those bottom trades. Like right now, I'm being very mindful of the bottom that I have, because I don't have a trade and I tend to like some activity in the market. But now that I don't have a trade, I have to stay out. I'm spending a lot of time just reading, reviewing my year. It's coming to the end of the year also. Looking at how my performance was, how much money I've made from markets, such things which are very, very critical if you're going to plan for the following year. So that's what I have on the Nova side, waiting for the new account for me to continue trading. So they have not yet shared the new account. Their process is quite different from other prop firms, especially MFF, which I was used to, and MFFX, which I'm used to. So moving now from the Nova account, and let me just first go through the trades that I took, because I think it's important for you guys to see the trades that I took in November so that you can learn something out of them. So in November, I had a total of about 5-6 trades. I had 2 losses and about 5 wins. So a very, very good hit rate again. Avoiding bad trades, I think that's something that I've been working on for a very long time, and I think I've done it the best when the year was starting and almost as we're coming to an end. I think in the middle there, after I passed my 50K challenge, I interfered with my process a bit. That was a little bit costly, but I've learned over the years again. So trading is something that takes time for you to develop. So I've learned to sort of stay out of markets, not to press too hard when there's no money to be made from markets. So if I go through the trades, let me just open my trading journal. So this is my trading journal. So you can see 2023, the 4th year coming to an end. Let me look at the trades that I took. So if I go through the before and after shots of the trades that I took, in November, so we are currently in December, I've only taken 2 trades. This is the second week of trading. I don't think I'll trade. Probably the last 2 weeks is when I should be making money. So quite patient to wait for those 2 weeks to see if I'll close off with some good gains. Anyway, this is November, so you can say I had a total of about 6 trades, 4 winning trades and I think 2 losing trades. So this was the first trade that I had. This was gold longs. I ended up being a very, very big loser. I think I was right on the direction, wrong on timing, because this is the move I was looking for. However, markets came back to fair value area first. So I was still wrong. I'm not trying to say that I was right. I was still wrong. So this was the first trade that I took. You can see the outcome. It drops all the way to my stop loss, taking me out. The second trade that I took was GBP USD longs. So this was quite good. This was one of the most profitable trades I've had for the year. I think there's one I had which had a risk reward of 1:5, but this one was also quite good. I think about 1:4. It was a very easy trade. We had a rally to my target directly. So this was the trade. You can see just rallies all the way to my target directly. So this was the second trade that I took, which was a winner. The third trade that I took was a US oil longs, which was also a winner on this trade. So this trade was also a winning position. Markets rallied to my... This was a trade which rallied to my targets very easily. Was it this one? Yeah, it was this trade. So what happened on this trade is I exited this position, then I came back in. Yeah, so it is this. No, it's a different trade. Okay, so it's a different trade. So that one was a loser. The second one was a loser. and then I took this other one. So I had two losing trades, one on oil, one on gold. This was a USD CAD shorts trade, which worked out very, very well. So this one you can see dropped all the way from up there all the way to my target, directly to the money. And then I had another trade on US oil, which worked out also very, very well. This one also gave me some very, very good profits. I actually didn't execute this one on the Nova account because of contract sizing on Nova is quite different. So I never wanted to take part in these markets. So you can see it rallies to my targets directly, tapping into my target, and then it starts going down. So that's the fifth trade that I had. And the final position that I had was US 100, which I was first short, then I pivoted to long and made some money. So sometimes it's about following what price is doing. It's not about overlaying your ego on top of markets. It's being aware of what is happening. So you can see after spotting this pattern, I pivoted from shorts to longs, and markets just rallied to my targets. So you can see my targets are capped, and then markets just start declining after that. So I made some money also on this beautiful NASDAQ trade. So those are the trades that I took in November, currently trading in December. So if I go through the current, the other 500K that I have in challenges, let me just open up. So what I'm using now is Traders Connect, which is a copy linking tool. What it does is it replicates your trades on all platforms. It's very, very efficient. It works very, very well across multiple markets. So you can see here that I have a portfolio value of about 515,000. So what happened here is I had two accounts. So I had this first one, the master account, which was on a 100K account. And then I had this second one, which was also a 200K account. So the 100K account and the 200K account started together. So this one generated about 5.8. So in this account, I'd gone up to about 7.3. Then I went lower to 5.8, still in phase one. This one is up about 4.9. So there's a 1% difference in these two accounts. The reason being, at some point, I had to use manual settings because I had not set up the copier well, but I officially went through the process, learned how to use it, and I feel like right now I'm quite good. So I'm still learning how to use the copier. I had never used Traders Connect. Then I have this new one, which is 100K. So you can see this one I've not traded yet. And I have this other one, which is 100K, which I've traded and is in some slight losses. So some small losses. I think about 0 point something in losses. Yeah. So looking forward to complete these challenges. All of them are in phase one. So if I complete these challenges, I'll jump into phase two, do for the 5%. Most of them are using the same model. So I have an account with Billions, which is also a company called For Traders based in Dubai. I have one with Funded Trader, the Funded Trader. I have one with Skilled Funded Trader also in Dubai. And I have one with Alpha Capital Group, which is in the UK. So I've spread out my risk to different prop firms, not relying solely on one prop firm, trying to as much as possible take risks at different places. I hope I'll be able to pass all these accounts and get to the next level, which is trading at least $500,000. Currently, I have about 225 in live funding. So if I get this, I'll be at around 700,000 in funding. But it's always a risk. You have to remember that you have to pass the challenges. You have to be on toes to ensure that you stick to your plan. You do deliberate practice. So if I go through the trades here, you'll see that. Let me just take one account. We go through the trades so that you guys can understand. Let me go through the master account for you guys to see the different trades that I'm talking about. Okay, so I've not traded this account for 8. So you can see the trades taken, 12, win rate about 60%, so 58.33, 41.67 lose rate. I have about 50% longs, 8.33 shorts. I don't think this is the win rate by the way, because 58 and 41 does not align to 100%. I think this is, I don't know why this tabulation is like this, honestly. I don't understand how they do some of these calculations, okay? So if I look at the closed trades that I have, so you can see here my positions. I started off with a loser on USD CAD. I lost about $500. I had a buy, lost about $980 on GBP USD. Then I had a buy, made about 2,000. I had another buy, made about 2,200. I had another buy, made about $2,000. I had another sell, lost about $300. These were more or less trades which didn't. So this is when I was learning about the copier. So actually I lost about $700, which is this 345 on NASDAQ and 464 on this oil position, just trying to figure out how the position sizing should be around different props, because different props have different contract sizing methods. So it was very hard for me to understand, because if you look at this trade, it was just between 71.4 to about 75.09, so about 5 pips, and I lost about $500. And you can see what was the mistake was I should have bought 0.8, but I ended up buying 8 lots. So it was way bigger risk. In fact, if I had not counter-checked on my accounts, I would have easily blown up this one because of overposition sizing out of just not understanding the different contract sizing. So let me just remove this screenshot. So if I go to the second page, you can see I had then this gold buy and then this USD CAD sell. So currently waiting for good trades for me to pass these challenges, get to about $500,000. I'm hoping before at least the end of January, because right now we're going more into the holiday season, so it's about 11th. The last week of December, I might personally not trade. However, I'll still look at markets, prepare. I'll look at the potential setup. Sometimes I'll even trade if I find a good trade. But I think the main time to trade right now, we're more of rolling over into 2024. Let's see what's contained in markets for that year and see how we can be able to at least make some good money coming to 2024. So that's what I have on the prop scene. If you're interested in learning about how to trade props, how to manage risks, we do have a prop masterclass which takes you through the different risks contained in the markets. We're trying to pass along the knowledge that we have. It's very, very cheap, about 15,000. It's a 3-day boot camp. So you can inquire more, come learn about how to manage risks, why I'm starting challenges at different times, why I'm diversifying into different prop firms. I'm just not doing these things. These are lessons that have been passed based on our experience trading prop firms. I think I've traded props now for about 3 or 4 years, no, 2 years actually, 2021, 2022 and 2023, about 2.5 years now. So hoping to at least make some money as long as the space exists. I think this is a space that is here to stay. I just don't think it will die off easily, because if you look at companies like FTMO, I think they have stayed now in existence for quite some time. MFF was somehow shut down, but it looks like they're winning their case. So probably there's some money to be made from props if you know what you're doing. But again, it's very, very important for you to have the skill set. I think it's taken us a couple of years to get to this point where we're passing challenges and making money. So if you're out there starting out, be encouraged, take your time. You'll get to that level where you can be able to make some consistent profits off markets. So with that said, I'll catch up with you guys in the next one. Probably in 2024 is when I'll do the next update. I'm hoping by then I'll have passed the challenges, and I'll update you guys on what's going on in the different prop scenes. So with that said, I'll see you guys, catch up next time. Peace.